So I got all the way down there, was just about to give you guys the view, and my GoPro just started acting dumb. Every time I'd hit the record button, it would click off, and so I walked back and it was giving me this message that said your SD card, it has something wrong with it, so SD card error or something. So I was like, oh dude, don't tell me like that I won't be able to record the rest of the trip, or that maybe I've lost my footage from the last couple days. So I came back, put a new SD card in, and it seems to be working. So we'll see. Definitely need to carry a couple of these with me, just in case I have another error like that, because I just walked like probably half a mile there and back. Like it's probably a mile walk just to see that. I should have drove. It was dumb, but I got excited. So anyway, I'm back at camp. Gonna do got some deer from a buddy, some deer hamburgers. So I'm gonna basically make some hamburgers now. I'm ready to eat. I've been eating backpacking meals. I had one for dinner last night, one for breakfast. I'm tired of I'm tired of food out of the bag. I want a real meal. So I'm gonna cook some dinner tonight, and then we'll just hang out here. Man, what is such a good view. I mean, that's just awesome. Okay, we'll see how the rest of the day goes. Hopefully this SD card doesn't mess up. Deer burger. All right, so there's dinner for tonight. A little deer burger, rice, some vegetables, onion, yellow pepper. Then I saved one for lunch tomorrow. All right, good morning. It's about 6:30. Checked the truck, said it was 31 degrees, so making some coffee, some oatmeal, eating half a bagel. Gonna warm up a little bit before I do anything else. But it's a nice brisk morning for sure. Should be a good hiking weather. All right, y'all, we are finally on a stream. Man, what a pretty area. Saw some guys, there's a lot of dudes unloading the horses. Some guys already got started. Guessing it's bow season, so a lot of people are going hunting. So I saw one guy he had a rod locker, but I didn't see him, so I don't know if he's fishing or if he's going hunting. But I got my 8.5 foot 4 weight. Definitely could have brought my 3 weight, looks like, but I hadn't seen the stream before, so I didn't really know. And the 4 weight covers me for everything, but that's pretty shallow and pretty tight. So anyway, we're gonna just keep hiking. This trail's supposed to go for a long way. What a pretty area. Try to get away from the trailhead a little bit, just in case that other guy was fishing. I got all day. Packed my lunch. I decided not to bring the deer burger. Gonna save that for dinner tonight. I figured if I did a lot today, Might not feel like cooking dinner again. Seemed like a better idea to save that hamburger for dinner. So I got me a peanut butter and honey sandwich. And some granola bars and Cliff bars, and I got a lot of food. My water bottle. All right, let's go find some fish. All right, I figured this was a good enough spot. I was standing and the trail went up on top of that ridge and there was a little fire ring and it kept going. So I was like, you know what? I stopped here, saw some fish rising here, and then the creek goes up. So there must be a beaver dam back there. So there's some fish. There, I figured it's a good spot. I've been hiking for about an hour and a half, maybe an hour and 15 minutes. I'm ready to fish, so just need to get rigged up a little bit. Like a little evil olive looking. It's like a little betas. Everything seems to be small, at least that's what they seem to be looking at. Just gonna find another fish to cast to. It's called a cutthroat. Camera died right when I caught it, but I think I found at least a dropper that they'll respond to. They'll come up and look at the dry bit. switched up a couple times. Finally went to a size 18. Let me put my net up. What's going on? Size 18 blue wing olive. Basically just walking up looking for fish at this point because they're spooky. Went down to 5X to my dry. 8.5 foot rod. 8.5 foot. 5X2. Little dry fly. Let's go see if we can find some more fish. All I'm doing is walking and looking for little limeish, greenish, dark greeny little spotches on the edges because they're just casting up there is spooking them. So you kind of got to pick your shot. Like that looks like one over there. That's definitely one right there. So you got to go up slowly. Just spooked that one. Oh, damn it. Nothing I could do. Nothing I could do. Hi, what a fun, it's just incredible day. Lots of browns, man. I'm excited about tomorrow. It's gonna be fun. I'm gonna make sure I pack some more olives and some more at Parachute Adams. I only had 3 between for the whole day. I just wasn't expecting it to be there's tons of hoppers. I just didn't expect it to be a small dry fly day, but it definitely was. So this is the spot I was trying to show you guys last night. Pretty amazing. So I'm gonna camp here tonight. Figured camped on that end last night. I camp here tonight. Again, there's nobody here. It's pretty amazing. Got an awesome view. So I'm excited for tomorrow, man. Get up there and see what the rest of that stream's gonna hold. But tonight, I'm going to make a hamburger out of that hamburger steak. So I heat that up, warm it up, grab some either green beans or corn, do dinner, sit out here and relax. Took a little wet wipe bath, if you will. Feeling pretty good. In case I forget, remind me to pack more Parachute Adams and Parachute olives. Blue wing olive bite was pretty good. Lots of browns. Fun sight fishing too. Just sitting around, just moving really slow, and you pick them off, like just trying to figure out where they're at. Because just blind casting, you spook them. There's so many of them in a hole that if you just cast into there and took a chance, like it just did a couple times, and sometimes you just had to just because of the angle. But if you could be patient and you could see that little almost like a grayish bluish back kind of swaying in the current, you knew that was a fish, and you could just like lay out your cast in front of it. So I'm gonna definitely take my 8.5 foot 4 weight. I think 4 weight's good for moving those fish quickly out of the water and getting them into the net. So anyway, time for some dinner and some cold beverages. What a fun day. I'm so excited for tomorrow. Alright, so I hiked up to about where I left off yesterday. Let's see. Just gonna start here, or at least someplace with a little more opening. Let's go! You almost wrapped me up, didn't you, buddy? That's a perfect way to end a night right there. Look at that sunset. It's amazing. All right, fun day yesterday, but decided I want to see another stream today, so packed up early, hit the road, and I've been hiking for about an hour on this little trail here. Ran across a couple hunters. Usually I go a little bit further, but they said they hadn't seen anybody fishing, so I figured this is a good place to jump in. This creek's a little bit smaller. It's a fork off of a bigger creek. So I got my 7.5 foot 3-weight today. Should be a good time. Man, yesterday's stream was fantastic. Again, same thing, seeing tons of hoppers, but those are deceiving. I haven't caught a fish on a hopper yet. Everything's been on tiny dry, so that's what I'm gonna rig up. Probably start off with a little olive like I have been using, and we'll just go from there. It's a beautiful area. I saw, I'm right at the edge of a wilderness boundary, so there are definitely some cars in the parking lot, but everyone I saw had camo on and orange, so I think I'm good. Like I said, I talked to them. They said they didn't see anybody fishing, so I figured there's no sense in hiking an hour and a half or hour and 15 minutes and just passing up water. Nobody's fishing it. So I'm gonna rig up, go up here, get some water. Take my net off my pack and maybe grab a power bar, Cliff Bar is what I got. Pretty area, man. That's a good place right here to stop. Looks like someone's been bedding down. Saw a big bull elk a couple days back, so I know they're around here. I don't know anything about hunting, so you won't ever see one of those videos on my channel. All right, let's rig up. Definitely need some water. Man, what a pretty area. All right, so I found a little cutthroat. Found some cutthroat and a brook trout. Pretty wild brown. Just starting to get worried about the stream, man. So I hiked up a long way, like I normally do. Didn't really find anything. So I came back and I was like, I'm gonna fish lower just to see if I missed out on something. Sure enough. I figured that cut bank would be where the better fish should be at, not out in the middle of that pool. I do see a couple more, but I have to dry this off. That's a brook trout. I think he was wishing maybe he was regretting his decision right away. He was like, all right, I'm just gonna hang out here and not do anything. Pretty brook trout. Bunch of fish right here. I'm gonna try a dry dropper. See if I can get a dropper down to them. I don't think they're spooked. He ate a perdigan. Another brook trout. had a double on there for a second. Top shelf hopper and a perdigan. Just thinking they might be on to us, but I guess not. Oh, I haven't caught all of them. Everyone was fun eating them. Alright, that was fun. Ooh, it's a big old brown. That was a surprise. That fish broke off right when he got in the net. So I think I'm gonna go to 4X. I've been fishing 5X because the fish were super spooky. And I'm gonna stay with that hopper dropper rig for a little bit. Seems like the top shelf hopper might be pulling some bigger browns out from some of those spots. So, man, how fun was that? Everything's been eating my top shelf hopper, so yeah, pretty cutthroat. You gotta chill out. I'm gonna throw you back in the water. Just gotta let me go. This is the third time I've walked this stretch. I walked down early this morning, got humbled, so I walked back and I was like, let me give it one more chance, and down lower. So that was twice. I fished all down through there. I was like, you know what, maybe, you know, when the trail gets away from and there's a little canyon area there, maybe it'll fish better. And it did. It was amazing. And now I'm walking back. And the good news is the hoppers were out and the fish were eating them. So fished my top shelf hopper pretty much all day. I'm gonna go down and fish a little more some other section, but I got up to the section that I started on and it got slow again. I don't know, maybe it just gets too fast and maybe it's too shallow during the winter to keep fish. I'm not really sure, but it definitely dies up there. I don't know if you hike maybe 3 more miles further, it might pick up again. I'm not willing to chance that today though. I just wanted to see if the stream had fish, and it does. So it's pretty awesome. All right, finished up fishing. Decided I wanted to find me a cool camping spot for the last night. I'll be here in this area. Not sure where I'm going to transition to, but the rain, the clouds, all supposed to start moving in tonight, tomorrow. So I think started to sprinkle a little bit of thunder. Nothing serious, but decided it was like 3:30, 3:45, and didn't really have an area that I wanted to camp in, but I found this. I thought, you know what? Those are killer views in every single direction. If the only thing that isn't great is that the road is right here, but I hadn't seen anybody come down it. Most everybody right now is where they want to be at for the night. And if anybody comes in, not a big deal. I don't think anybody cares. Like, so anyway, far enough off, shouldn't have a problem with dust or anything, but the views are why I wanted to be here. This is a good place to, if you're gonna only be in one spot for one night, this is the place to be. So I'm excited about it. This looks like a great spot. So anyway, fishing was fantastic. Gonna charge some GoPros, and then figure out what I'm gonna do tomorrow. I think the rain is gonna drive me out of this area, so need to figure out if I'm willing to, how far I'm willing to make a drive. But yeah, browns, a couple browns, mostly cutthroat, which is a surprise. I really didn't know what was in the stream. Didn't expect it to have cutthroat. I was thinking mostly browns, like the other stream, but it was full of cutthroat, which is awesome, and a lot of brook trout, browns, cutthroat, 7.5 foot 3-weight. Went back to my top shelf hopper, Perdigan, when I needed to use a dropper, but I used those 2 flies. I've been using that one hopper. I've been using for at least 2 summers now. It's the one I showed in that video about the flies that I like, and hoppers and droppers, and it was all chewed up. It's getting more chewed up. It's super durable. So anyway, gonna hang out here, drink a beer, and just take in the views, man. What a super place. Okay, so the temperature has dropped quickly. That cold front must be pushing quick. And the wind is, it's gotta be like 40. It's howling out here. So I'm doing chili for dinner. Probably grab some Oreos. It's actually calmed down just a little bit. Hopefully it'll calm down. Although I don't mind it at night when I'm sleeping. I like the little rattle in the truck, but trying to cook, like keep a flame going, and I'm definitely not cooking a full meal tonight. So, and I don't feel like eating a backpacking meal, so I have a can of soup, steak and potato. Thought I had another one here, something, chicken noodles. Yeah, chicken noodles. So if I'm still hungry after the can of chili and have a little cheese left over, I'll do that. But basically, I'm just gonna try to. I moved my truck to get out of the wind a little bit. The way I had it before, it was like blowing right into me. So over here, I have a little bit of windbreak, so it's kind of nice. So I've been sitting out here. It's already dropped to like 50 degrees, and it was 72 when I got here, or maybe 68. Either way, it's dropped a lot. So anyway, I'm hanging out here for a little bit, and then get up in the morning, drive to the first place I can get cell service, and check the weather. I have a couple places in mind, depending on what the weather's gonna be like, and my desire to drive long distances. So we'll see where I end up. I'm gonna eat that, sign off for the night with the, man, it's been a good trip. Time for some chili. All right, good morning. It is absolutely beautiful out. I set my alarm for like 6:15. Got up, made some coffee, and I've just been sitting here there's no clouds, there's no rain, so probably just gonna hike down the bottom of this hill and fish, and just stay here as long as I can, see what the weather does. But look at that view. I mean, sun just came up over the mountains there and hit me, and it instantly like felt like 20 degrees warmer just like that. So checked my truck when I got up, and it got down to 32 last night, so I've been sleeping good. Man, these are the places you want to wake up in the morning. How awesome. This is outstanding. All right, it's about 8:30. I'm sure the sun hasn't made it down to that valley yet, so I'm sure the water isn't quite warm enough for the fish to be super active just yet, but it's a good time to hike down. Gotta cross that plateau, and then there's a little trail, look like. You can see there's some cattle down there. The hike down won't be so bad. It's gonna be coming out later. And I need to keep an eye on the clouds. It's supposed to be chances of some thunderstorms today, and we'll see. But this is the first time I haven't had to drive somewhere to start my fishing trip, so I'm kind of excited to just come down here and see if there's a. Thought yesterday I walked down here, looked like there was a little trail, game trail, or maybe even a fisherman's trail that made its way down. So that's the plan. Go down here and start off with a hopper dropper and hopefully catch some fish. There's this little trail I was talking about. Hopefully that doesn't just drop straight off, but I won't know until I go and see. Hopefully there's a way down. We're gonna find out. I figure there's a trail here for a reason. Oh, pretty area. Absolutely gorgeous. Man, not pretty. Let's see. The same rig I'm fishing yesterday, 7.5 foot 3 weight. And a good bend right here. Figure that's a good place to start. That's an amazing backdrop. Didn't see any boot prints. Man, starting the day off with cutthroat, that's freaking cool. Oh, that's a pretty cut. Pretty. Okay, so I fished. I didn't want to walk too far before I had a chance to make sure there was fish here. My thoughts are, without knowing what the weather is, and the last look I had was thunderstorms, to start walking down and then be walking up to my truck. But I didn't want to do that without getting a good feel for the stream. So now I know that, I'm gonna go ahead and just hike. Give it a little bit of some work through here. If I make it to my truck, or where I came in at, I'll just keep going. But that way I'm not walking away from my truck, just in case, like yesterday, when the storms come, man, they hit hard. Those winds were brutal. The rain never came, but it was not far away. So saw tons of lightning in the distance. But now that I know there's fish, let's hike down. Work our way back up, and then we'll continue going as long as I can. What a pretty stream though. Man, how awesome is this? It looks like there's a little trail over here. A little cattle trail. Good deal. I'll make it easier. So while back on where I started this morning and picking up a couple more browns in that same hole. Must be a bunch of fish down there. There's some more browns. Switched up to this hopper that I've been messing around with. It's kind of like a chubby, and Amy's aunt had a baby, so it's got a big old bubble head and 2 things of foam and a white wing, and got some dubbing on the bottom, some double barred simpy legs. Floats well. Had 1 brown swipe at it, so don't know that. Hadn't caught a fish yet. I'm sure it will. Looks like every other chubby slash Amy's aunt variation out there. It came way off the bank to get that. Hey, The brown ate the hopper. Oh, he's looking at it. There he goes. He wanted the hopper. Right there. They've been lined up in those inside bins. Okay, so fishing was going good. And I started seeing some lightning and thunder. So it looks like the first little thunderstorm that I was expecting, but man, what a fun day. So I'm gonna hike back up, gotta climb this ridge and go up another one. Just hang out and see what happens, eat some lunch. My idea of going downstream and working my way back up, thinking that I would probably run into thunderstorms. By the time I was back in my truck, worked out. So hopefully those will hold off a little longer, but we got ourselves a hike. Gotta go all of that.